ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Supernatural Files. While we dive into the unexplained and the supernatural itself, today we are going into the realm of the archangels, the warriors of heaven, and God's first creation. Now, if you want us to dive into each individual archangel, well, you know what to do. Smash that red subscribe button, hit it with a thumbs up, notification bell to always on, and leave a comment down below. Now let's get into the God-fearing and heaven's first warriors known as the archangels. The archangels are primordial beings that existed well before the Big Bang, being looked at as heaven's most fearsome wrath. They were the first strong class of angels to ever be created, making them one of God's first creations. They were created in this order: Michael, Lucifer, Raphael, and Gabriel. An archangel is an angel of high rank. The word archangel is associated with Abrahamic religions, but beings that are very similar to the archangels are found throughout religion on the earth, and archangels appear in terms in other religion sources, such as the archangels are part of the myth of the fallen angels, an ancient story far older than the New Testament and Christ. Even though Enoch is thought to have been first collected in about 300 BC, the stories originate in the Bronze Age. The Bronze Age first temple in the 10th century BCE, when King Solomon's temple was built in Jerusalem. So we have another reference to King Solomon. Similar tales are told in ancient Greek, Korean, and Hellenistic Egypt. The names of the angels are borrowed from the Babylonian civilization of Mesopotamia. The word archangel is derived from Greek, which means chief of angel or angel of origin. It only appears twice in the New Testament with this phrase, with the voice of the archangel and with the trumpet to call of God, and in reference to the archangel Michael, the corresponding but different Hebrew word in the Hebrew scripture or Old Testament. It's found in two places, as in Michael, one of the chief princes, and in Michael, the chief prince. Michael and Gabriel are recognized in many religions, such as Judaism, Islam, and by most Christians. Some Protestants considered Michael to be the only archangel, and Raphael is also considered a chief angel in the Catholic and Eastern Orthodox religions. Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael are venerated in the Roman Catholic Church, with the feast on September 29th. Between 1921 and 1969, March 24th for Gabriel and October 24th for Raphael. And in the Eastern Orthodox churches, on November 28th, if the Julian calendar is used, this corresponds to November 21st. In the Gregorian, the named archangels in Islam is Gabriel, Michael, Israfil, and Azrael. Jewish literature, such as the Book of Enoch, also mentions Metatron, who is also an archangel and is called the highest of the angels. Though the acceptance of this angel is not considered in all branches of faith. Some branches of the faith have mentioned that there are 7 archangels, but the named angels vary depending on the source. You have Gabriel, Michael, Raphael are always mentioned, but the others may vary, but most commonly are Uriel. Now let's get into the appearances of the archangels. The archangels stand above 6 feet tall and has thick armor over their bodies with capes wrapped around their chest plates. They also have rich, deep, black-like wings that reach 16 inches in diameter. Now let's get into the powers of these almighty archangels. Archangels possess the power of light, as well as great swordsmanship, flight, durability, and gifts that cannot be comprehended. As the strongest angels in the sky, nor mortal can stand with them. The first one is durability infinitum. The durability increases over time and training without limit to how durable they can become and can increase their durability for forever. Next one is the strength. Their strength increases over time and they can increase their strength and power for forever. Same with the speed. Their speed can increase over time, and over time they can keep increasing it for forever. 9. Omniscience. Since the archangels were around since the beginning of time itself, they know almost everything in existence, while being blocked to certain details to see one timeline or universe. The archangels can use various forms of mental abilities, including telekinesis, foresight, etc. Now let's get into what those individuals are. Telekinesis. The archangels can manipulate matter with their minds. Telepathy. They can read or sense another one's thoughts, communicate mentally, and affect their thoughts. Divine siphoning. They have the power to drain divine beings of their energy, such as divine entities, and use their strength as their own. Life force absorption. They can absorb life force energy, vitality, and health while removing it from the source and putting it in their body to use it in many ways as they want, gaining some sort of advantage, either by enhancing themselves, gaining the drained power, or using its power source. The next one is electrokinesis. The archangels can create and manipulate electricity, allowing control of electric fields and electromagnetic forces. Next one is ergokinesis. They can create, manipulate, and shape energy, the capacity to cause change. One of the most important quantitative properties of a system, such as an object or the field of energy. Next is ergokinetic absorption. They can absorb many forms of energy while removing it from the source into their bodies and use it in many ways, gaining some source of advantage, either by enhancing themselves, gaining the drained power, or using its power source. You might think that the archangels are indestructible, but no, they have one weakness, and that is cosmic energy. And that cosmic energy can destroy them. Thank you all for joining me. So if you want us to go more in depth into each archangel, you know what to do. Hit the red subscribe button down below, thumbs up, click the notification bell to always on, and leave a comment down below. If they ever send you a thought in your head and they say they are an archangel, 99.9% time you are about to die, and they won't reveal themselves. It will just be like a bright shining light, and then you will be eviscerated. And we better get out of here before they come for us. So until next time, I'll be quietly slipping away so they don't catch me. See ya. While we dive into the unexplained and the supernatural world itself, I thought that we couldn't go in any other way around with the legend and the myth of the four horsemen will state is given a crown. He rides forward as a figure of conquest, perhaps invoking pestilence, symbolizing famine. Here, come! I looked, and behold, a white horse, and he who sat on it had a bow and a crown. Come. And another, a red horse, went out, and to him who sat on it, it was granted to take peace. On it had a pair of scales in his hands, and I said something like denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius. Come. I looked, and behold,